Hey guys, Brian with VetteSource back again. I've got a short little update video I want to do on the 73 Plymouth Barracuda parts for our project car that we're selling here. I wanted to get this video out so people could see some of the other additional parts that are available with the car that I did not have out before the other day when I posted my first video, which you can find the link to that up at the top of the video. So again, to recap, this car here was a one owner, bought new in Dallas, Texas area, car in 1973. We had the original title dated November 1973, financed by Braniff Credit Union, with the Dallas Naval Air Station bumper sticker still on it. So I'm assuming it was a naval aviator that may have gone over to the civilian side. Gentleman owned the car up until the time the head gaskets failed, pulled the engine out to have it rebuilt. Machine shop, of course, story happens a lot, goes out of business, loses the engine, or he can't retrieve the engine from the machine shop. So it sat like that in the garage from that point forward. I don't know what year that happened. Car stayed actually in the neighborhood with the neighbor who'd always loved the car. He acquires it from the daughter after the passing of the original owner, and he tears the car apart, kind of tries to start doing a restoration, a full restoration on it, then gets stuck right here, which is where my buddy acquired the car. And it's been sitting like this for 8 years now. The one thing about it is, and if you didn't watch my first video, I'd go back and check that one out. The car has been inside for pretty much its entire life, other than probably being used as a daily driver. Making this video real quick so I can show some of the people that had an interest, some of the other parts that were included. From what I can see, pretty much everything was here that was taken off the car, tagged and bagged. Of course, there's going to be a few things missing here with time, guys, but there's actually most of the complete works of the car are here. Wire and harness, bumpers. I think that's, I don't know if that's a windage. I don't think that's a windage tray. Rear valance panel in real nice shape. Bumperettes, bumper guards. This was 73, so you had that 5-mile-per-hour bumpers. Bumpers, tail light housings. 2 of the trim rings are here. And, you know, I don't know if the center caps are on the other ones. It's got the chrome sport mirrors because, like I'd said before in my other video, this was an A51 sports coupe, so it had a few better options on it. You can see most everything here, small parts, was tagged and bagged. You know, map light bar, trunk lock bolts. They tried to actually separate everything when they were doing the work to it. I'm not going to go over everything. The center console's there. All these parts, little parts that are tagged and bagged. There's the hood inserts with the grills. The instrument cluster looks like the full cluster, so it's got the 150 speedo, the RPM, the tack gauge, full gauge package with a clock. I'm not sure if that was an upgrade on Mopars or not. Maybe some of the Mopar guys can chime in. Or maybe that just came with the A51 sports package. But you can see they made an attempt to separate everything. The seat belts are in these bags here. Gas line clamps. Everything was marked as far as that. There's the hood hinges. AC condenser. This was an AC car, being in Texas, that's our natural state. So you can see a lot of bags of bolts. There's more bolts that I have in the boxes that I didn't just take out. There's the entire assembly. There's the ice cream man going through the neighborhood. There's the radiator of the car, little balance panel. I showed all that before in the other video. The original 727 transmission. I did look the car over really closely again today because some people had some questions as to you know, corrosion issues, things like that. Like I said before, I'm going to stand by my original claim. You know, Mopars, I'm just used to seeing them rotted away. This car is not rotted. It does have some things that have cropped up, though. I did take a closer look. Door jambs are still nice. I think what they did, they went down to bare metal here, and they didn't primer it or didn't get time to primer it. So you do have some flash corrosion. None of it is all the way through. It's all still solid. And of course, we'll DA or sandblast. Personally, I'd probably do the walnut blasting. I did look a little more closely, and I did notice that the lower quarters, I thought they looked a little too clean the other day. The lower inner quarters were patched in. You can see the patch job they did right there, which looks fairly clean. The inner supports are good. The trunk is really the only area I think still is going to need some work here. I got some pinholes that I found right here once I pulled everything out of it. And then they just cut this section out. I'm assuming they were going to try to just do a partial repair on this trunk pan, but frankly it needs to be all redone here in this back corner. I'm assuming this is where a lot of the moisture came up on the Mopars. There's our other repair of the quarter panel there. I thought the other day that might have looked a little bit too clean, but I was assuming they'd replace the whole quarter. They just replaced that lower corner there. Oh yeah, those are our other center caps on these two wheels, so we have all the center caps. But again, really nice. Sorry for the sniffling, but just a nice foundation to work with. Obviously, you're going to have to put some more metal work into the body, but in the scheme of all things Mopar, this one is really a lot cleaner than what I'm used to coming across. You know, again, I really like the firewall and the inner supports on this one. Looks really good. Frame rails again are really clean on this. So again, if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to call me. 832-654-7367. My name is Brian, and I can answer any questions you have. And appreciate you guys watching again, and we'll check back with you tomorrow. Thanks.